often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Duke Blue Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tyler. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Blue Devils offense will have first crack at this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Mahan. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Off-play action. Hit as he throws. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the catch. It's Pringle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Blue Devils want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, he's got a chance. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to move them on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man, it's Mahad. Trying to set up the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll throw on 3rd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Lyle.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars that the Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll try the right side. Makes his man miss. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilbert. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Here's the handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take him to end this drive. Will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting.
There he goes! Stumbled to the ground. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, what a cut! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Back to throw, it's Mahan. Quickly complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Blue Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Caught in the backfield, it's Elliott. Touchdown, Blue Devils! A great catch and run for 6. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. That's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Here we go. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Lyle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Got it in the middle, it's Ivory. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Appalachian State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Mahan. Grabs it in the middle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Grab near the marker. It's Napier. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The snap sets up to throw.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
That last sack got them behind us. Turning it on! Big run from deep in his own end, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
Well, they got themselves in such a hole, and it's too bad because you see what they can do when they hand off the football to this guy. He is dynamic and he's special, but they've got to do better in these drives early and down in distances.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Finds the tight end. At the 45 on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Taking it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
He got the toe down. That's going to look spectacular on his social media, but not so much for the down and distance after he loses yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Handoff to the lone back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Beat it.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Blue Devils in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it Creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Here comes the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? To the air, it's Mahan. Zings it complete to the right. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's second and long.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
Single, single.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. With this one, they can vault into the lead. Dead center perfect. And they've regained the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Toss sweep to the right. Touchdown, Canes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Rice. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the returner will be brought down. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about...
Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Duke. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, hit in the end zone, and take the lead.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
What a big play for this defense in a critical moment. You cannot allow them to convert that 2-point play, right? Because if they do, all of a sudden it's a field goal game. Great job stepping up and making something happen at a massive moment.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the gun, the ground game. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Still running at the 40. There he goes. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. He leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Miami! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Etheridge. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. That's caught. It's Napier. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have 1 timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll keep it himself. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.